Yeah. We're gonna try this one more time. um, so yeah, hey there guys. I hope you're all good. We're gonna try this one more time. Anyway, so we're gonna dive right into this live video. I'm not gonna put my camera on because I'm thinking that's why it is lagging. Um, but so I'm just gonna just do it through, me talking throughout the entire game, and hopefully it will behave. Like I'm hoping it behaves for a change. And you know, we're gonna just try it and hope for the best. Again, I'm sorry if it lags, but it's honestly is the best I can do right now, and yeah. Anyway, let's go. Did we save it? Is this one? Yeah, it's this one. Okay. Right. So we have made it here. Titty Poco's disappeared. Why are you walking so slow, George? Come on. Right. Well, even this game is lagging for me today. I don't know what's going on with it, but even this game has been a bit slow for me. But we're gonna try it. We're gonna do our best to play this game because you all want me to complete it, and we're gonna complete it. So yeah, this is totally not gonna go well today. I apologize. Like I really do apologize. This game is really lagging for me. Uh, even George is being so slow. Come on, George. Why are you gonna be so
Just in
slow?
time. Interrupting the beam of light kept the doors from closing and stopped anyone from using the elevator. But what now?
Alright, yeah, so we can move this box over here. I am trying my best, guys. I don't know what else I can do, but I am so sorry that it's lagging for you, and it's also lagging for me too.
There. That would keep the doors from closing.
I don't know what else I can do. Why is it not working for me today? I do not know why. Oh, go away, Adobe Edition. Nobody cares. Right. Um, I need to. Yeah, I need to switch the light on there. Why are you working so slow, George? I do not understand why it's going so slow for me. Right. I swear it's not usually this slow.
There was an arc-shaped scratch on the floor, as if a door had been opened in the nearby wall. My fingers traced the outline of a secret door in the wall. Then I found a small round stud, which was set flush to the surrounding wooden paneling. Just as I'd hoped. A secret room.
clearly my laptop is not compatible for this software. That's probably why it's lagging.
Nico!
Yeah. So Nico's tied up.
Hold still. This might hurt a little.
Ow!
Think yourself lucky you don't have a mustache.
Thank God it's you, George. How did you find me?
I'll explain later. We have to get out of here.
Where's Pablo, the big guy?
Out cold. Too much wine doesn't agree with him. Are you okay?
Of course I'm not okay. Untie me this instant.
Right. Okay, you're untied up now. Very good.
There. How you feeling?
Oh, thanks, George. How on earth did you find me?
I knew Oubier had been in Marseille. But never mind about me. How about you tell me exactly what's going on, starting with that Mayan stone?
I picked it up from one of Karzak's men in Paris. I was expecting a consignment of narcotics.
Drugs?
Yes. The proof I needed to expose Karzak's smuggling operation. I'd set it up to act as his courier, and once I had the proof, I planned to go straight to Inspector Mou. But instead of the dope I'd expected, they sent me that stone instead. And to find out more, I called Professor Oubier, who invited me to his mansion. At least, I thought it was Oubier.
I don't get it. If Karzak's business is drugs, why is he so desperate to get his hands on that stone?
Maybe it has some significance to the local people in Central America. It could be Karzak's means of getting them to work for him. Anyway, we've got to get out of here.
Nico, wait!
Okay, so far it seems to be working okay now, so... New fun fact, you were able to see my face tonight, so that's gonna be great. But we're still gonna play this game, best as we can.
We can't use the elevator. If that thug Pablo's recovered, he'll be waiting for us.
We've got to do something. Where does that door lead to?
I'm not sure.
Okay, just come over here, because I need to move this big thing. Oh, this will come in handy. Let's pop you on here. Ba -ba -da -ba.
Hopefully, the tape would prevent those doors from closing and stop the Indian from being able to call the elevator.
Raj now he's Indian. How do you know that? Like, just how do you know that? You can't just make a assumption, George. This is me or anyone else find George a bit racist. Move you across over there. Why are you walking so slow, George? Can you walk any more slower? Of course you can't. Right, let's bring you up, shall we? Bingo!
The pallet rose about 6 inches off the floor, and I said a silent prayer to whoever had discovered the power of hydraulics.
What on earth are you doing?
Trying to raise the statue so I can hook it to that pulley.
Is that really going to help us?
I like to keep myself occupied in times of stress.
Uh-huh.
It would be much easier to attach the rope to the statue first.
Okay, right. Pop it on the statue. Again, you're walking so slow, George. It up. Willy. Boom. Yeah. Oh yeah. Bring this down.
I
Bring it
didn't see a
down
need
then.
to raise the cart again.
No, you need to bring it down.
It was too heavy for me to move on my own.
Okay. Nico. 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 I need you. Nico. Oh, come on, George. You can walk faster than that. Right. Fast speaking
Okay,
about this stuff.
tell me what you know about Condor.
Condor Transglobal exports Aztec and Mayan relics from Central America to Europe. But that's just a cover for the real business. Drug smuggling.
What proof do you have?
Nothing yet.
Do you know where Condor is based?
In Central America. A place called Quaramonte.
I saw that name on a docket downstairs. Tell me about this Karzak guy.
Well, I saw him for only a few minutes, but he frightens me. I got the impression that Pablo was nervous when he was around too. His eyes, they're like a wild animal's, like a tiger. That's what scared me most about him. He looked so unpredictable and dangerous.
Did he now?
Did you know Ubier's wife was a film star?
No, I didn't know he was married. What happened to her?
She died. In mysterious circumstances, apparently.
How mysterious.
I heard she was murdered. Possibly by Ubier himself.
A murderer, huh? André said he was something of a celebrity.
Really?
Did I hear you refer to Inspector Moo?
Yes, you remember him?
Of course I do. But I thought he was dead.
Oh no, he reappeared after the broken sword case had blown over. When he found out who was in with the Neo-Templars, he went into hiding. Moo knew more than was good for him.
Does he know about our involvement with the case?
If he does, he's not telling. Still, he got a sudden promotion.
Oh, did he? Nice.
Did that Indian guy mistreat you?
If you forget about the abduction, verbal threats, and bondage, no.
Well, what about the little guy?
I don't think he knows where he is or what he's doing here. The big guy, Pablo, he brought Titipoco from the jungle.
Titty what?
Titipoco. That's what I heard Pablo call the dwarf.
Could you give me a hand to push this statue?
What for?
This, my dear, is our passport to freedom.
If you say so.
Okay, push!
Okay, I got my face on. I managed to get it on. Right.
Great
We're gonna go see
teamwork.
if this actually works.
Nice to be working with you again, Mr. Stobart.
Hopefully we won't get any lagging. I'm hoping. Yeah, so right, let's go. Let's have a look here. Right.
I thought about hanging from the cable with my bare hands, but it was too far to the other end of the cable to escape that way.
Let's go!
Nico, I have a great idea.
Bring it now. My dog's still alive.
George, where have you been?
Never mind that. Do you have the Mayan stone?
Maybe I have, but,
Don't argue, André. Give the stone to George.
well, of course, if you say so, Nicole.
Thank you so much, Andre.
George, he told me you'd been kidnapped, my dear. I'm glad to see he was mistaken.
Oh, but it was true. If it hadn't been for George, I wouldn't be here now.
It's not finished yet. Karzak's thugs will be back for that stone, you can bet. The best lead that we have is Coromonte City.
Coromonte? It's in Central America. That's where Ubier gets his artifacts.
That's all we needed to know. Come on, George.
To Quadamante City! Dee-dee.
Quadamonte, the traveler's rear entrance to Central America. Well, that's how it was translated in the brochure.
Okay, not the prettiest sight, I thought, anyway. Miko, you in? Okay, cool, let's go.
Hey, it's market day. I don't see any cabs. Let's ask someone how to get to Quaramonte City.
Okay. Keep your eyes peeled for any sign of Condor Transglobal.
Okie dokie. Why? Okay, I can't really move yet because Nico's still walking. Right. Come on. Right, you finished walking? Okay. Why you gotta walk so slow, George?
Hey, cheer up, guys. What's with the long faces?
Our pipe player has been arrested and thrown in jail.
Poor Miguel. He never broke the law in his life.
Why was Miguel put in jail?
For playing folk music.
What?
It's true, senor. He insisted on playing traditional Quaramonte music, even though it's illegal.
Why don't you try playing a tune to cheer yourselves up?
No, we should be looking for real jobs.
We could earn 10 times as much down the mines. My cousin Ramirez was earning 8 pesos an hour.
Before he lost his legs in the accident.
No shit.
Tell me about the accident at the mine.
There was an explosion at Teoculcan. 30 miners were buried alive.
They got some of them out, though.
2 of them, including your cousin, and they left half of him behind.
Take a look at the design on this label.
I have seen that before.
Where?
There was a ship flying a flag just like that.
When did you see this ship?
3 months ago. It was here, at the docks.
Was it now?
What was the ship with the Condor flag carrying?
I don't know, senor. We weren't allowed near the docks.
That's right. Usually we meet the ships when they tie up.
We play to the tourists.
Well, when the Condor ship came in, we were told to go away.
Gosh.
Have you any idea what this is?
No, senor.
Me neither.
Okay.
Have you seen anything like...
I, the hungry chief.
Why are you carrying that thing around with you, senor? Don't you know who it is?
No. Do tell me.
It is Tezcatlipoca, god of death and blood.
Crikey.
Hey, Nico!
I recognize you, but I'll speak to you later.
George Stobart, well, of all the...
Mrs. Henderson!
Oh, dang
Boy,
it.
this is some coincidence, huh?
When you've been married to a fruitcake like Dwayne as long as I have, you stop believing in coincidence.
I'd met Pearl and Dwayne on the other side of the globe in Syria. He was an Army veteran who suspected he was working for the CIA, but wasn't sure. She was less obviously deranged.
Okay, Nico's just going in on her own. And she's walking straight for the door. Okay, wait, what are you doing? What the hell is Nico doing?
Is Dwayne here with you, Mrs. Henderson?
Why, sure, I couldn't leave him home alone. Since
you
Dwayne
mind?
came back from the war, we couldn't bear to be apart.
So, where is he now?
We ain't speaking.
Why aren't you speaking to Dwayne?
Because he's an old spoil sport sourpuss. I want to visit one of those old pyramid places, but Dwayne says he has to stay in town.
Right. And you don't want to go on your own.
Well, there's no point in going to the pyramid if there's no one around to take my picture.
Good point.
Is Dwayne still working for the CIA?
If he is, he doesn't know it. He's what they call a snoozer.
Don't you mean a sleeper?
No, this is different. He used to think he worked for them, but the psychotherapy cured him of that. What he doesn't realize is that now he really does work for them. At least that's the way I understood it.
Uh-huh.
What brings you to Quaramonte, Pearl?
What takes me just about anywheres. The market.
You drove 2,000 miles to go shopping?
Shopping is my role in the economy of the Great Design, George.
Yeah, good point.
Catch you later, Pearl. Hey, Nico!
Right, now I can go in.
I have done just as I have been instructed, Professor. With the mine closed down, there'll be no one...
Oops.
Ah, I have visitors.
Just
Sorry.
remember what I told you, General. There's really no need to make a martyr out of that man.
Hey, what's up? Creepy weirdo with the long hair and the crazy ass white teeth. Why are your teeth
I'm
so
sorry to
white?
keep you waiting, Senor. Welcome to Quaramonte.
Thanks. My name's George Stobart from California.
But what is this? An angel come down to earth.
Nicole Collard. Enchanté, mon général.
Creepy.
Pardon me, senorita, but I couldn't help myself.
Look, we'd like to ask you a few questions.
You've come to the right place, senor. Tourist information. General Graciento, at your service.
You're so creepy.
This is the tourist office? It says police on the sign outside.
It is both, senor. I am a man of many parts.
I can see that, General.
Have you heard of a guy called Karzak?
No, I never heard of him.
Are you sure about that?
I hear there was an accident at the mine a few months ago.
That's correct.
A lot of men killed, weren't there?
A few.
30?
Barely 1% of the working population.
Sure.
Is it true there's a restriction on music in Quaramonte?
Yes, there is. An emergency measure introduced by Nuestra Senora.
Folk music is a link with the past for some of these people. Take away their musical roots and what do they got left?
Easy listening.
You think easy listening could replace a musical heritage hundreds of years old?
Why not? It happened in your country.
Are there any ruins around?
Signor, Quaramonte has everything.
I have a friend who wants to visit an historical site.
Ronaldo will only be too pleased to conduct a guided tour. When he's dealt with today's paperwork, of course.
Who was the guy you were talking to when we arrived?
Professor Oubier, a visitor, senor, like yourselves.
Did you say Oubier?
Si, senor. Professor Oubier, a French archaeologist.
What's
I do
Oubier
know
doing in
Oubier.
Quaramonte?
Researching our rich and glorious past, senor. The professor is planning an expedition to some Mayan ruins. He came to see me to get an excavation permit.
Is that so?
Take a look at this label.
Si, senor. Transglobal.
Can you tell me where to find their offices?
No, senor. I never heard of them, and neither did Renault.
Sure you don't.
Are you sure you never heard of Condor?
Oh, yes.
The company is registered here in Quaramonte City.
You are mistaken, senorita.
The musicians out in the square say that a ship flying the Condor flag was berthed here.
They are simple peasants. They will go along with anything you say in the hopes of parting you from your money.
Condor is run by Karzak, isn't it?
Wrong again, senor. Karzak has nothing to do with anything called Condor. Whoever he is.
Do you keep a record of companies registered in Quaramonte?
Of course, senorita. Unfortunately, all the records were destroyed by a flash flood.
Is that so? I'm
What
sorry,
do you
I
think
had
of these
to.
panties, General?
Oh boy, fabuloso.
They're yours if you'll tell me all you know about Karzak.
I told you, I never heard of the guy. Do I get the panties now? I told you all I know.
You told me nothing.
Oh, that
I'll
was
be back.
hilarious. You did not get the panties, I'm sorry. Right, let's go out of here.
You came on a little strong with the General.
I was merely flattering his ego, George. Every man has his Achilles heel.
Maybe, but that guy's weakness isn't in his foot. Labano tells me he's been seeing a lot of you.
We meet sometimes for lunch, a drink. After you'd gone back to the States, I was pretty lonely, you know.
Lonely? You must have been desperate. Couldn't you just visit the zoo or something?
Bit
That man we
harsh.
saw talking to the General was Oubier. Didn't you recognize him?
I never met him, remember? The guy I called in Paris claimed to be Oubier, but he sounded nothing like the man in the police station. Maybe the professor really is innocent.
Nah, it's too much of a coincidence that he's here in Quaramonte.
True. Come on. You to walk so slow, please. Right. Yo. Sup?
Professor
Speak to me,
Oubier?
eh?
Yes? Who are you?
My name is Stobart. George Stobart.
I thought that face was familiar. Remember me, George? Dwayne Henderson.
Hi, Dwayne. Just a moment. I have a few questions to ask the professor here. Does the name Karzak mean anything to you?
Yes, I know him. In fact, if it wasn't for Kazakh, I wouldn't be here.
What?
He's financing my expedition.
Tell me about your wife, Professor.
Please, I don't want to talk about her.
You shot her, didn't you?
No. I loved Carol. She meant the world to me.
What do you know about my girlfriend's abduction?
I don't know what you're talking about.
She was invited to your mansion in Paris.
Not by me, she wasn't. I haven't been home for nearly 7 months.
Have you ever employed a Central American butler or servant?
I've never employed any kind of servant, monsieur.
Interesting.
Do you know anything about this eclipse, Professor?
Of course. It's not the reason I'm here in Quaramonte, but I'm looking forward to seeing it all the same.
Of course you are.
What's your interest in the eclipse, Professor?
Oh, it's purely a layman's curiosity. History's my subject, not astronomy. But I've been fascinated by the movements of the heavenly bodies since I was a child. I wouldn't miss a total eclipse for the world.
Does the eclipse have some special significance for you?
For me? No. For the ancient Mayans, it marked the end of the Fifth Age.
Perhaps we should be celebrating.
Ah, no. The end of each age heralds destruction on a global scale. The fifth is the final age, ending in the total destruction of the Earth.
Okay.
Do you see this label?
Yes, it refers to a company named Condor. What of it?
I traced that company here to Quaramonte. Do you know where I can find the offices of Condor Transglobal?
The company no longer exists. They went bankrupt recently.
I have proof that you are directly involved with Condor.
I used them as shippers to transport artifacts to a gallery in Paris. Beyond that, I have a connection with the company, which, as I said, no longer exists.
You're not telling me the truth, are you? Interesting.
Are you still working for... you know who?
Who's that, George? You know I'm retired.
Oh, nothing. Forget it. I confused you with somebody else.
Oh, I do that all the time.
Do you think the general was involved with Condor?
Hell no. And if he's a general, I'm a Buddhist. No, that fella's just a mouthpiece for the real power in Quaramonte.
So the general is nothing but a puppet?
He's like Pinocchio before he met the Blue Rinse Fairy. Strictly strings and wood.
Who's pulling the strings?
His mother. Better known as La Presidenta, the dictator.
Does the name Karzak mean anything to you?
Sounds like a comic book villain to me, son.
He's the man behind Condor, and the rat who kidnapped Nico.
You know, the first time I met you, I was deeply impressed with your naive simplicity. I said to Pearl, if we ever had kids, I would have wanted a boy like George. But I underestimated you, son.
Okay.
Did you know that traditional music is illegal in Caramonte?
Is that so? Seems reasonable to me.
No, really. The leader of the band in the square has been imprisoned just because of the music he played.
I don't know who you've been talking to, but that fella, Miguel, he's an agitator.
What's the real reason the musician was imprisoned?
Handed out subversive literature at the mines. That so-called general was waiting for Miguel when he got back into town. Marched him off to jail at gunpoint on a charge of inciting a riot.
I spoke to Pearl earlier.
Yeah? Did she mention that we had a kind of falling out?
Yes, she did.
She'll get over it.
Did you drive all the way down here?
Hell no. Pearl did the driving while I followed the maps. The way she handled the wheel, you'd think she'd been trucking half her life.
What's in the truck, Dwayne?
Oh, just camp eggs and tents. Me and Pearl always hankered after a taste of the great outdoors.
Aren't you worried about camping out in a tropical jungle?
We had a trial run in West Virginia. This'll be a breeze in comparison.
West Virginia, take me home to the place I belong.
Do you know anything about a shipping
Sorry, I
company
had
called Condor Transglobal?
I never heard of it, son.
Ah, what's that?
Hi, I'm George Stobart. What can you tell me about the mining company?
The general closed down one of their mines after the explosion. Lots of folks lost their lives. I was lucky. I only lost my legs.
Do you recognize the design on this label?
Why, sure. That's the Condor Transglobal Shipping Company logo.
Do they have an office in Quaramonte?
No, but they ship out from here.
That's what I thought. Did you see the ship with the Condor flag?
No.
But the dock is just the other side of the square.
Might as well be the other side of the moon.
But
Have you heard about the eclipse of the sun?
Sure, I'm having a party to celebrate it. Drop by.
Really?
Sure. Plenty of food, plenty of wine, and everyone's invited, except the general.
Why don't you want the general at your party?
Because if he comes, he'll bring those damned music albums from the 70s.
Alright, we don't need to talk about anything else. We need to figure out what is on that map. So, come on. Can you walk any slower, George? Please. Come on. This way. This way. Come on. Come on. In you go.
Hey, Nico!
Need to. Oh, come on, Nico. Thank you. Alright. Let's look at this chart.
Senor. Leave the chart alone.
Do you have a map of Quaramonte?
A map? I'm sorry, senor, but I don't.
What about the one on the wall?
Ah, that is an archaeological survey map, senor. Not suitable for tourists.
I'll be back.
Nico, you give me that chart. Are you distracted? And give me the chart. It's Nico. Come on. Come on, Nico. Come on. Nico. Nico. Come out of here. Well, come on then. Why are you just standing there like you're doing what you're doing? Come on. Come on.
Did you notice that chart on the police station wall?
Yes, it looked like a map to me, but I couldn't make out the details.
Whatever it was, the general didn't want us to see it.
Okay, that didn't work. Right. Let's see what's over here. Right, I'm gonna just do this first because I have to hear this bit. This bit is really funny. It's so funny.
What was that? It's a lump of lucky coal. A coal? I would have preferred chocolate. Any flavor, so long as it hasn't got marzipan in it. God, I hate marzipan. You can talk. I mean, you're a talk goat. Keep your voice down. This is between you and me, right? Well, I guess so. Now, I mean it. You tell anyone you've spoken to me, and you'll be cursed.
Okay. Good to know. Good to
Hey,
know.
Nico!
Anytime now, Nico. Anytime. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go.
Hola, señora.
Hi. We were wondering...
I was talking to the lady, Chico.
What's up, right?
Hi, my name is Nicole Collard.
Concha Garcia. How can I help you, sister?
The corporation I represent is considering a major investment in Quaramonte. Your advice, as the head of an obviously successful concern, is precisely what I'm after. My assistant, Mr. Stobart, has a few questions he'd like to ask you.
Thank you. You're so kind.
Have you heard of a man named Karzak?
No? Who is he?
He's the reason we came to Quaramonte. We think he's running a drug ring.
Well, I hope you find him, but I've never heard the name before.
Can you tell me about the accident at the mine?
Accident? It was sabotage. Somebody wanted my mine
Sabotage.
closed down for good.
Did that? Sure.
Do you have any evidence that the mine was sabotaged?
Not yet, but I'll get to the bottom of it. There'd been trouble at that mine for several months. The workforce was getting smaller every day. Someone had started a rumor among the men that the mine was cursed. Now the entire operation has been closed down.
Okay.
Where's the site of the mine?
Several days upriver at a remote area known as Teoculcan.
Do you know Professor Ubier?
Yes. I understand he is about to embark on an archaeological expedition. He hired some equipment from me earlier today.
I overheard him talking to the general. I think they're working together.
What? If I'd known that, I wouldn't have hired out the equipment. Now, why would the general be interested in an archaeologist?
Do you recognize the icon on this label?
Condor Transglobal.
Did the company operate here in Caramonte?
Yes, they ran an old container ship, the Mayan Princess.
Do you know who owned Condor Transglobal?
I've no idea.
Does this stone mean anything to you?
I think it is a spirit stone carved by a Mayan priest, no? I don't know which of their many gods it represents.
Very well. Right, we need to get to that map. Okay, ladies first. To get the map, the map, the map, the map. I need to get to the map, the map. Nico, 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 hey, Nico, stop fucking with me. Hey, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Trying to think what else do I need to do. Speak the word. So come back, 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 come back. The word, the word, the word. Come in! Come in, boy! Come here! Come here! Hey! How you doing? And ready and shipping the way. Tell her baby. Bye.
Maybe I'm wrong, but you seemed kind of evasive when I asked you about what you had in that truck before.
Damn right I was being evasive. I couldn't talk in front of the foreign national, see? George, I'm on a top-secret classified mission for Uncle Sam. This truck is a rolling bomb. 400 pounds of nitrate fertilizer initiator. They'll hear the bang in China. Gee, I'm really looking forward to this.
Okay.
Is Miguel the reason you're here?
Pretty smart, George. I was supposed to make contact with him. By the time I found him, though, he was in jail. I've been trying to figure out a way to get him out since then.
Sounds good to me. Count me in.
Good man, George. All I need is a detonator. Let's hope she remembered to bring my denture polish. I'd sure hate to arrive back in the States with tar on my teeth.
Your denture polish?
Have you really never heard of Condor?
Of course I have, son. Matter of fact, it was old Dwayne's investigations scared him off.
Did you find any evidence of Condor's drug smuggling operations?
Drugs? Hell no! Condor was a cover for the illegal export of Mayan artifacts.
So who was behind Condor Transglobal?
It was registered in the name of Edan.
Did you get the guy?
I don't think he ever existed. Edan backwards spells Nady, Spanish for nobody.
Creepy. Okay, now I know what I needed detonator. Where's Nico to speed up to? Nico! Nico! There you are. Boom. Speak to you. Hey, talk to you. Yeah, just walk very slowly as you do. Very slowly, Nico. Why you gotta be so slow? Don't you know you're meant to wear me out?
Take a look at this.
Mon Dieu! Where did you get that kind of money?
It's not mine. I found that statement at Ubier's house. Do you have any theories about this stone?
I think that design represents a dog, a Mexican dog.
So...
I'm gonna speak to the lady again. I think because we need to get to the detonator. I don't know if she has a detonator. No. Yeah, okay.
Do you have any kind of detonating device in stock?
Sure. They're kept in that cupboard.
I don't suppose you have one spare?
I can't simply give you a device like that, no without a damn good reason.
The General has a chart in his office, which he was discussing with Ubier.
Perhaps that chart will tell us where they're heading.
Maybe, but I can't get anywhere near it while the General and his sidekick are there.
Oh, but we can't. Now can I speak to Nico and get her to distract the idiot, weird general guy? Alright, Nico, come here, Nico, Nico, come here. Stop walking. Did you seriously have to walk all the way around just to get to her? Really? There we go. Now I can speak to about charts.
Could you distract the General while I took a look at that chart?
You're kidding. Did you see the way he was leering at me?
Yeah, you'd make a great snake charmer. Come on, 5 minutes is all I need.
Well, maybe. But it's your harebrained scheme. You do the talking.
You got it, Nico. Don't worry about it. I'll be as lovely as this night. You can count on me. Don't you worry. A general. 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 Oh, come on, Nico. Oh, yeah. What? You in now? Can I speak to him now? Okay. Well, hello, the general. How you doing? Are you okay? Yeah?
My girlfriend has a favor she wants to ask you, General.
For you, my dear, anything.
I've changed my mind.
Oh, no, you haven't. She's embarrassed about asking you for an interview, General.
An interview with me? Fabuloso!
Fabuloso!
I want to write a story about you.
You hear that, Ronaldo? An exclusive glossy spread about your beloved general.
Si, Signor General.
Look after things here. I'm going back to my apartment and I don't want to be disturbed.
I'll get you for this, George Stobart.
Don't worry. If you're gone for more than a couple of hours, I'll come and get you.
A couple of hours?
Sorry, Nico. You love me really. Bye now. Bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. That's good of you. Right. Let's take a look at this chart. Can I take the chart? I'd have to get rid of him first.
No, 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 Signor. The General said nobody must see that chart.
He won't know unless you tell him.
You don't know him, Signor. He will worm it out of me. He de-waxes his ear.
Okay. I'd have to get rid of him.
Right. Okay. Speak to you first.
Hi, I'm George Stobart.
Hello, Signor. How can I help you?
I'd like to visit your prisoner.
Condemned prisoners aren't allowed visitors.
Condemned?
To death. He is to be executed. Knowing my luck, I will probably have to shoot him myself.
Amnesty International is going to hear about this. I thought Miguel was arrested for playing the wrong kind of music.
Si, Signor, he was.
And that carries the death penalty?
No, no, no. You think we're crazy? While being questioned, he confessed to being an anti-government agent.
Are there any ancient pyramids near Quaramonte?
Si, Signor. But it's not very impressive. It's in ruins.
That's perfect. Would you take my friend to the ruins now the general's gone?
I'd be honored, Signor.
Thanks. I'll go get her.
Thank you. Time now. You gotta walk so slow, don't you? Come on. Come on. Come on, Josh. Come on, Josh. Yo, Pearl. I got you an escort like. Pearl.
Have you met the guy who calls himself the General?
No, I haven't. Is he a real general?
I guess so. He wears a lot of medals on his chest. The wrong side of his chest. At least for any army I'd ever seen. I've made the arrangements for your visit to the temple, Pearl.
Oh, that's just great, George. Why don't you come too, honey?
I'd love to, but right now I have to save the world.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Listen, sweetie, I'm looking for an official guide to take me to the old pyramid.
For a lovely lady, I would go to the ends of the earth. For you, I will go as far as the pyramid and back. But what about your husband?
What he doesn't know won't hurt him. Let's go, Beanpole.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Okay. I had a bit of a disconnection issue. I do not know what happened there. But yeah, so I'm gonna leave it for there for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this live as much as I enjoy playing it. We should be playing, hopefully. I do not know when we'll play again, but yeah. Without further ado, I will see you guys later. Bye.